Hey, it's John Anderson here. We're talking with my son Kevin, and we're talking with my daughter-in-law Sam in just a little bit. We're talking about Ballard's Resort on beautiful Lake of the Woods. We've got our fishing trip coming up in February. It's going to be on February 5th through the 8th. We've added another day this year. We'll get to more on that in a minute. But Kevin, you've been up at Ballard's with me a couple of times, and talk about your first experience up there. What did you think about it?
Well, first off, what do you mean couple times? I've been up there several times with you. So
whatever.
No, actually it was a blast. If you don't know about ice fishing, if you're really concerned about if you like it or not, it'd be a great chance to go. They provide everything for you. They have the housing, they have the lodging, they have the food, they have the bait, they have the equipment to even catch the fish for you. They even clean the fish at the end of the trip for you and whatnot. And they even label it for you.
And if you don't have the equipment, they've got the equipment for you too.
Oh, exactly. And they even include the bait and whatnot. Our first time that we went, it was my actually second time ice fishing. First time that I ever went with was one of my buddies that we caught nothing. And I used his equipment, and just it was a flop. It was bad. But they have the ice houses, they have the holes drilled and everything, they have everything all set up for you, they even have the bait. But yeah, it was a blast. I mean, that's actually what got me really hooked on ice fishing. It really was.
And the guides are very helpful. And what was one of my favorite things was that there was a couple times where one day we didn't do very well, so the next day they put us in a different house, and then we did a little bit better, and it was kind of helpful for that. We didn't just have to stay in the same place. The guides are excellent. They know what they're talking about, and they always make it a great experience.
Oh, exactly. And they always come back and check on you, and especially a couple times throughout the day and whatnot, just asking how it's doing, and they let you know if certain houses are hitting or whatnot, and like if this house was hitting first thing in the morning, this one was a little bit later. They'll kind of let you know what the pattern's going, especially with the school of fish up there. It's really, they really treat you well up there.
And it's fun when, I know there's been a couple of times that all of a sudden the fishermen are coming in fast and furious, and it gets kind of crazy sometimes.
Oh, it does. I will even say my very first time ice fishing up there, there was actually a couple winners. I don't remember who they were.
Okay, yeah, they came along with us.
Yeah, so it was four of us in a house and whatnot, and those two and you all of a sudden started hitting. I was just like, there's nothing hitting on my lines and whatnot, and all of a sudden you guys quit, and it's like I couldn't stop. Like I drop it in, and my bower would just drop right then and there. As soon as I set the bait, I had to start pulling back up because I had a fish and whatnot. It was a blast. It was so much fun.
It's going to be a great experience for those folks that want to come up there. And we've got Sam that's going to come along and talk in just a moment because of the fact it's not only a trip for guys, but we get quite a few women that come up on the trip too. So we want to,
Oh, exactly. I've always invited some of my guy friends and whatnot to come on up and whatnot, just because it was always a guys' weekend, stuff like that. But I decided one year that it's time. My wife has always been curious. She likes fishing, but more open water. And so I was like, you know what? Why don't you try ice fishing? Yeah, none of my friends are going to ever come with again. She even told them, you're screwed.
And Kevin's wife, Sam, my daughter-in-law, also joins us. Sam, you've been up there with us twice. What did you think your first time that you went up there?
Oh boy, so the first time I went up there, I didn't know what to expect because my biggest fear and worry was that what happens when you're out on the ice all day and you need to use a bathroom. So as a female, that's always kind of important. And the nice thing is usually the way they set it up is if that you are a female and you're going to be there in the ice shack, there's like a nearby ice shack that they've set up kind of a bathroom like bucket arrangement that you're able to go and use the bathroom. And that was really important to me for the first time. And then it was kind of just kind of getting to know all of the guidelines and rules, like the fact that you can have two lines. And like I didn't know anything about ice fishing, and it was really important to learn those different tips and tricks because I just had never encountered it before. And it was an amazing experience. I fell in love with it. My other favorite part was definitely, what are they called? The vehicles that we ride out on?
The bombardiers.
The bombardiers. Those are absolutely by far my favorite. Because it's such an interesting experience to get all cozy and warm, and then you go out into the ice shack.
Hi, Gunner. Gunner's trying to get in on the action here.
Yeah, apparently. Sorry, it's a new puppy. Just he wants all the attention in the world.
Gunner, can you come up here and say hi? Can you come up and say hi, Gunner? Hi, Gunner. Gunner's stopping by, but the guides really make it a great experience, don't they?
They do. So there isn't a lot of females that go, but it definitely would be better if a lot more did go, because I think that there's a lot of different camaraderie that even the females that do go ice fishing kind of just tend to bond themselves, and just kind of talk, because we all come back together at the end of the day and in the mornings, and it's kind of a nice way to just talk to other females and share those experiences and get to know everybody, as well as the gentlemen. It's always nice to know, and there's such a wide variety of age group too.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice. Yeah. It was a great experience. My favorite part was just when you step out of the ice shack in the middle of the day, and it's just so serene because everything is so far away from each other. It's just, I don't know, I think it's just a breath of fresh air when you're just able to just kind of be there and be serene, especially for living in the day-to-day in the busy city.
And we've been up there in all kinds of weather conditions. It's been sunny, it's been windy, it's been even snowing a little bit.
It's even been warm, where they actually had to take us like to the landing, and they actually had to take us out that way, and when they brought us back, like, this is it.
Yeah, they make it happen. They make it a good trip, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, it's going to be February 5th through the 8th. You get 2 full days of ice fishing this time around. You get 9 meals included. Of course, the Winter Walleye Connection bus from Windstar Lines takes us up there. They'll be picking folks up in Rochester, and also picking folks up in Faribault, and taking us up there. It's a great drive, and it's a fun time. And of course, this year we've added an extra night of lodging, so we don't have to. That second day of fishing, kind of was a hassle, coming back in a little bit early, and then having to get on the bus and make our way home.
Yeah, especially getting home at like midnight. And stuff
this
like
way
that. This really helps.
This is another night to relax, and another breakfast in the morning, and then make a nice trip home and come on back in the afternoon the following day on that Thursday. So,
exactly.
And it's not that much more money. It's $530. Now, the couple of times you came along, I mean, the times that you guys have come along, you haven't had to pay anything. But if you wanted to pay for the trip, you'd gladly pay $530.
Oh, hell yeah. I unfortunately, due to my job and whatnot, since I work for the city of Minneapolis and the Super Bowl coming, I am unable to come along this year. Unfortunately, they actually denied my vacation request for that week. So someone else can actually take part in my fun. And definitely that extra half a day of fishing along with a night of rest will really help. And if you think about it, if you like a hotel or something like that, you're looking at $70, $80, $90 a night, but you get a half a day, and that's just alone. So now you're getting a half a day's worth of fishing. You get the room, and you also get breakfast. I mean, it's well worth it.
Yeah. So check it out at ballardsresort.com. Again, we're going February 5th through the 8th, and get your booking in by December 15th. You can get on for $530 per person. Call 1-800-PRO-CORK and get your reservation in, or book it on ballardsresort.com. Thanks, Kevin and Sam, for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
We want you to come along, set the hook, and be along with us in February.